Hey, Dr. Steve Chi here, integrative East West physician, here to talk about all things related to somatic IFS and spirituality. We all get frustrated with ourselves, right? It's like, darn it, like, why do I keep doing da da da? Or right. And we just get and we can direct our anger and our frustration. Sometimes it's, we can be the harshest with ourselves. And so it's such a common experience. So I thought I would share four keys to finding inner peace around this. The first key is to take a step back. So that could be literally taking a breath, pausing internally, taking a breather. Um, it could be also asking parts of us to soften or to slow down for a moment and not to go away, but to hopefully give us a little bit more perspective. Like it's the first time doing something. And of course, we can get frustrated with that. Or maybe it's the thousandth time we've done something. And of course, we could be frustrated with that. So perspective is such a key thing that can help first to soften our system and ultimately start getting a more open-hearted place, which leads to the second thing, which is oftentimes there's something where we feel that we have no choice, which is part of the reason why we're directing it inward. So being curious and open, like, where am I feeling like I have no choice in this dynamic? And oftentimes it's like we can't really express how frustrated we are with another person or society or an organization or our boss, our partner, or children, right? We can't genuinely express what's there. And so then it gets directed inward. And this is really key to start identifying, because if we can start to see where we feel we have no choice, we can then offer that part a different way, which leads to the third key. And that is a sacred and supportive way to be with our anger and our frustration that may be driving it. And by supportive, I mean a space where there's no decision making, there's no choice that's actually going to be acted upon. We're going to first want to help the system, your parts that are frustrated, to feel felt, to feel understood, to be embodied in a way that they can be contained in a way that you can start to harness your own compassion and your own wisdom, because that's such a key thing, which can lead to the fourth key. Because underneath this, right, there's something at the heart of it that if we were a bit more vulnerable and free from it, that we could express it in a more courageous way without attachment to how it would look, the vulnerability of that, or acting or showing up in our life in that way. That's often the key. If we could start baby stepping towards that, we wouldn't need these parts that feel frustrated with ourselves, wouldn't need necessarily to do that. And then instead, we could start harnessing the courage to show up a bit more fully from our heart in our lives, with ourselves and with those that we care about. So if you found this to be helpful, please feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thanks.